Satnam. Welcome to today's class. And today we're going to work with the concepts of karma and samskara. So many of us have heard the word karma, and probably the first thing that pops into your head when you hear the word karma's a bitch. And it's this idea that if you do bad things are going to happen right back at you. And while in a sense, yes, that's partly true, it doesn't really indicate the full breadth of what karma actually is. So karma means action, and it's an action that produces a result that leaves behind an energetic imprint. And the energetic imprint that it leaves behind we call samskara. So my teacher, my Swami, taught me that samskara is the grooves that are created from repetitive behaviors, actions, or thoughts. And in Western psychology, we might think of that as the neural pathways that are created in the brain from exactly that, repetitive thoughts, behaviors, and actions. So when we talk about karma and samskara, karma refers to every single experience that we will ever have in our entire lives, be it thoughts, deeds, actions, perceptions, leaves an impression not only on us, but also in the universe. So everything we do affects not only ourselves, but also those around us. And that's what's so important to remember with karma. Every single action has a consequence. Now, if we think that the majority, over 90% of our behavior is subconscious, what exactly is playing out? How are we living our lives, particularly if we're mostly unconscious? We think of karma as a continuous dance of universal energy. What are you sending out, and what are you receiving back? Our chitta, our heart mind, is influenced by everything that we experience through the senses: see, feel, hear, taste, touch. All of that comes into play. And so we have to be really conscious about how we're spending our time. What am I thinking? What am I watching on TV? What am I listening to on radios and podcasts? Who am I spending my time with? Because all of this creates pathways that add to our samskaras. Now, samskaras can be both positive and negative. You can have a neural pathway that helps you to achieve things, and you can have a neural pathway that makes you think that you can't achieve anything. So we have to consciously create these neural pathways, or samskaras. Most of our actions are influenced by our old behaviors and the unconscious programming of our minds. And so what we want to do is want to start bringing these habits and tendencies into our consciousness. Samskaras, or these neural pathways, can be ended by simply discovering what caused them in the first place, tracing back a pattern to its origin, and that allows us to understand how it began, why it began, what were the circumstances under which it began, and then take the steps towards minimizing the influence that it has on our future actions. So a very simple example to use would be a teenager takes a puff on a cigarette, and immediately a neural pathway is created because now that experience has been had. But of course, that neural pathway isn't positive the first time, is it? Because there's probably coughing, it really tastes unpleasant, it might burn a little bit. So it's not a pleasant experience, and it creates a very shallow imprint on this neural pathway, or the samskara. And then maybe that's it. And never again does this teenager pick up a cigarette. But perhaps the teenager really wants to impress the group that he's standing with. And so he may take another drag, and that samskara becomes a little bit deeper. And he may force himself through the unpleasantness of smoking until he's created such a deep samskara or neural pathway that he begins smoking almost unconsciously. And then we go 10, 15, or 20 years into the future, and suddenly this adult now is saying, oh gosh, I don't want to smoke anymore because I recognize that it's not good for me. But this groove, this neural pathway is so deeply impressioned that it's very difficult to simply stop. So we trace back the origins. We go back to that teenage boy who pushed through the unpleasantness of smoking, and we ask, what did that boy want? What wasn't he getting that he believed he would get from smoking the cigarette? Maybe it was acceptance. Maybe it was feeling like he belonged. And then we come back to the adult and we say, how can I in my adult life create that acceptance and sense of belonging so that I no longer need the cigarette outside of me to give it to me? And this is the beauty of karma and samskara, is that we take something that is happening subconsciously, unconsciously, and we draw it into our inner world so that we can begin to act from a place of consciousness and awareness. And we see here so beautifully the coming together of Western psychology, what we know about neuroplasticity and neural pathways in the brain, and how we can change behavior, and the ancient technology of yoga, really just melding so beautifully together. So let's bring our hands together now. Come to the heart center. Lengthen the spine, tuck the tailbone under, soften the shoulders. And take a beautiful, long, deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And we'll inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Beautiful. Bring your hands to your knees. And let's start with some spinal flexors. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Gently warming up the spine. And stay connected to this movement, keeping your head and neck lovely and still, moving from the base of the spine. With each movement, feel your body softening and surrendering. Really connecting to the ritual of the warm-up. The body knows we're here on the mat, dedicating this time and space completely to ourselves. And come to center. Move to a Sufi grind. Massaging the internal organs, shoulders relax. Soften the jaw, relax the tongue. Get the breath into a beautiful rhythm with the movement. And just check in with the jaw, with the teeth. See if you can relax them just 1% more and then change direction. Keeping the softness. Beautiful. Stay with your breath. And come back to center. Move to neck rolls. Keep your shoulders completely relaxed. They may even move a little bit, and that's absolutely fine. And change direction. Feel connected to your body. And back to center. Then you can open out your legs, take them as wide apart as you can get them, roll forwards onto your sitting bones, and then inhale up at the center and exhale as your chest reaches towards your thighs. Inhale up and exhale down. With each exhale, just notice your chest coming a tiny bit closer to your thighs. Feel into the familiarity of this movement, and again check in with your jaw, check in with your tongue. Are you holding any tension there? Relax your eyes. And inhale, come up to center, turn to face the right leg, and exhale, deeply relax. Soften your head and shoulders, soften your belly, and keep using the exhale to surrender. And inhale, come up, turn to the left, and exhale, relax down. Each exhale, intensifying the softening. And then walk your hands across to center, come to center. Maybe you relax on your elbows. Maybe you make fists and bring your forehead onto your fists, or possibly bringing your chest all the way down. Really just see where you are and be all there. Surrender completely to where you are right now. And curling up, bring your legs together. You can shake them out. And coming onto your hands and knees. You can pop your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips, and start moving through cat and cow. Really just allowing your body to lead you, trusting that your body knows exactly how it needs to move right now. No judgment or expectation, just simply following your own rhythm. and come back to neutral. You can tuck your toes under, straighten your legs, and press your heels down to the mat. Now lift your tailbone up, pull your belly into your spine, press your heels down. Make sure your head and neck are completely relaxed. And then walk your hands towards your feet. Grab hold of your elbows, let your upper body hang down. Bend your knees and gently curling up and come to Tadasana. Now you can take your feet just slightly wider than hip distance apart. Soften your knees, so not bend them, but just soften them. And we're going to start to twist the body. So we're going to twist left, right, get your breath into rhythm with your movement. And the hands are just going to swing around, and you almost want them to slap your belly and your back, and it should feel really lovely. You can start to move a little faster and faster. Beautiful. Keep going. And beginning to slow down and come to stillness. And just notice what you're feeling in your body. Really allow yourself to connect to here and now. Then bring your feet together and come to mountain pose. Beautiful. So the first exercise we're going to be doing in today's Kriya is the cross crawl. So we're going to raise opposite arm and leg, bringing the knee up as high as possible and moving as quickly as you comfortably can without losing the integrity of the movement. And let's go. Opposite hand and leg, lifting the knee up as high as you can. Close your eyes and get into a beautiful rhythm with your breath. Karma tells us that every single action, thought, deed, and perception has a ripple effect in our lives and in the lives of everybody around us. And many, many, many years ago, Leonardo da Vinci, long before quantum physics, said, learn to see. He said, realize that everything connects to everything else. And now, of course, quantum physics has the science to prove this. But still, it's hard for us to understand the effect that we have through our words, through our deeds, through our perceptions. Karma, of course, doesn't forget. We have to put into the world what we want out. If we want more kindness and compassion shown to us, we have to put kindness and compassion out into the world. And come to Tadasana. Take a beautiful long deep breath in. Squeeze Mulband, lifting the pelvic floor and the anal muscles. Hold the breath in. And allow that energy to circulate even as you take more breath in and exhale. Come to stillness. Feel what you're feeling. Notice the sensations in your body. Feel the heat coming from within. Beautiful. Now take your feet slightly wider than hip distance apart. And then come down to squatting. So you can bring your heels together, keeping your toes on your mat. Heels remain off the floor throughout. And we're going to do some frogs. So for frogs, we inhale, straighten the legs, drop the head down. And exhale, bend the knees, looking up. So we're going to do 54 frogs, or as many as you can do in the 2 minutes. And let's go. Inhale up, exhale down. Of course, go at your own pace. Listen to your body. Use your breath. Inhale up and exhale down. Beautiful. Remember, watch your thoughts, watch your mind. Become aware of the samskaras that you're creating with this exercise. The body, in fact, adores frogs. The mind, however, can be somewhat challenging. So we create joy in this movement. Allow your body to experience real pleasure as we challenge it physically. Beautiful, you're doing really well. Keep going. That's it. Beautiful breathing. Inhaling, legs straighten, head drops down. Exhaling, head drops down, knees bend. Aiming for 54, but always listening to your body. Never pushing yourself into that space of pain. Always inviting discomfort, but never pain. Beautiful. Keep going. Use your breath. Only 5 more seconds. Beautiful. Now lie down on your back. Take your feet mat distance apart. Let your arms rest alongside your body, palms face up. And take a beautiful, long, deep breath in. Squeeze Mulband. Lift the pelvic floor, lift the anal muscles, hold the breath. Allow the energy to circulate through your body. Take more breath in and exhale. Come to stillness and connect to that absolutely exquisite sensation. Every single cell in your body feels alive. We create the samskara that I can be in my discomfort without running away from it. I can challenge my body. I can push myself a tiny bit further each time without doing harm. Beautiful. Now you can remain on your back, draw your legs together, legs straight on the mat. And we're going to do a repeat of the first exercise that we did, opposite hand and leg, but we're going to do this lying down now. So we go a little bit faster, and it almost becomes like a bicycle movement. So opposite hand and leg, moving really quickly and really powerfully. And let's go. Good. So lying down, opposite hand knee comes to chest as the opposite arm reaches above the head. Make sure your belly is really nice and strong and that your lower back is pressed down to the mat. And of course, if you have any back pain or severe discomfort, you can always pop your hands underneath your buttocks to support your lower back. Beautiful. Moving quickly and powerfully, bending the knees into the chest. That's it. Feel what it feels like to move the body in this way. Use your breath to stay connected to your movement. And challenge yourself to stay in your body. Sometimes when we challenge the body, we dissociate from it, and we may use some very old techniques of I can push through the pain and force myself. Instead, we want to invite a little bit of curiosity into what's happening in the body. Feel the movements, experience them, become curious about them, and always, above all, listen to your body. If you need to slow right down, slow it right down. If you feel stronger, maybe speeding up a little. Really listening, just 15 more seconds. And release. Beautiful. Come to Shavasana. Feet mat distance apart, palms face up, eyes closed. Take a long, deep inhalation. Squeeze more bund, lifting the pelvic floor, lifting the anal muscles. Hold the breath in and visualize the breath as a beautiful, healing white light circulating through your body, touching every single cell in its path. Take more breath in and exhale, release. Come to stillness. Breathing into it. Feel what you're feeling. Honor what you're feeling. Beautiful. Now for the next exercise, if you have neck or shoulder injuries, please take your buttocks up against a wall and stretch your legs up for legs against the wall. If you're coming into the pose, please be very conscious of keeping your head and neck absolutely still throughout. Don't turn your head in any way because it's very easy to injure yourself. So we're going to lie on our backs. Make sure there's enough space behind your head for your legs. And we're going to swing the legs up, support the back with the hands. And then we're going to drop the feet behind the head as we exhale and inhale back up. Exhale down, inhale up. Beautiful. And in your own time, let's begin. So really being absolutely aware of your neck and shoulders, making sure you don't turn to look at the screen or to anybody who may walk into the room, any sounds that you hear. Just focus on keeping head and neck absolutely still and inhaling the legs up to Savangasana, shoulder stand, and exhaling down to Halasana, plow pose. Move at a rhythm and pace that really honors where you are right now. Move absolutely consciously with full awareness. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Beautiful. Feel what it is to be in this posture. The chest pressing up against the throat may cause some discomfort in your breathing, maybe feeling a little bit claustrophobic, and become curious about those sensations. Notice how the mind responds. Notice any tension that the body may create to counter those sensations. And again, explore that with curiosity. Inhale, legs up, and exhale down. Beautiful. Keep going. And take your feet to the floor behind you. Bring your hands onto the mat and pressing very firmly on your palms, gently roll out vertebrae by vertebrae. Come to Shavasana. Take a beautiful, long, deep breath in. Squeeze Mulband. Lift the pelvic floor, the anal muscles. Hold the breath. And as you hold the breath, allow the energy to circulate through your body. Take more breath in. And exhale. Feel what you're feeling. Completely present to the sensations of your body. Beautiful. And then you can take your arms above your head. Take a long, deep breath in. And as you exhale, sit up. Reach forward and grab hold of your toes if you can, or your ankles, wherever you can hold. And the movement is we're going to rock on the spine now, keeping the legs straight, taking them all the way back and then up. So again, if you have neck or shoulder injuries, please adjust this posture to suit where your body is. Otherwise, let's begin. Rolling back and coming up. Trying to keep the legs straight as we roll all the way back to Halasana and coming back up. Getting a beautiful massage on the spine. That's it. And this should feel really gorgeous for the body. The spine should really love this. And try and be a little bit playful. It's not often that we get to roll back and forth on the spine. So just remember what it felt like as a child to explore your body in this way. To just trust what the body wants, to really play in this beautiful body that we've been given for our human experience. Beautiful. And then you can roll all the way up, come to Dandasana, staff pose. Legs are straight, spine is straight. Take a beautiful, long, deep breath in. Squeeze more bund. Lift the pelvic floor, lift the anal muscles, hold the breath. Take more breath in. And exhale, release. Become present. Feel what you're feeling, remembering that this is where the magic happens. Here in the space between, really allow yourself to be here. Beautiful. The next exercise, we're going to bring the arms parallel to the floor. Palms are facing each other. And this is really the most important part of this exercise, is that the arms remain parallel. We're going to strongly engage the abdomen, and we're going to lean as far back as we can. But what wants to happen is the arms want to lift up. So we need to focus on keeping this perfect parallel line with the arms. Belly stays nice and strong, and the movement comes from the hips. And let's go. Inhaling back and exhaling as we stretch forwards. Focusing on keeping the arms parallel to the mat. Beautiful. That's it. Keep this belly nice and strong. Lean as far back as you can and stretch as far forwards as you can. Breathing into it. With each breath, going a tiny bit deeper, more intense. And giving yourself permission to move into that space of discomfort where it takes effort. Reminding yourself that you're creating a samskara, that I can do hard things, in those immortal words of Glennon Doyle. There we go. Building up the capacity for resilience, the capacity for discomfort, inviting resilience. Last 15 seconds, going all the way. And come back to center, deep breath in. Squeeze more bund, lift the pelvic floor, lift the anal muscles, hold the breath in. Take more breath in, hold it. And exhale, release. And just remain here, feel what you're feeling. Notice what it is to be in your body right now. Beautiful. And you can lie down on your back. Bend your feet up towards your buttocks and grab hold of your ankles if you can reach. If you can't reach your ankles, just have your hands resting alongside your hips. That's absolutely fine. And the movement is inhale, lift up, and exhale, drop down. Inhale up and exhale down. And let's begin. Now you want to lift your hips up absolutely as high as you can, and then drop down. So the integrity of the posture is first and foremost, and then the speed, going as fast as you can, keeping the integrity of the movement. So lifting all the way up, dropping all the way down. Inhale up and exhale down. Use your breath to stay connected to the movement. See if you can go 1% faster. Beautiful. Keep going. Really opening up that entire line of chakras from the base all the way up, throat, third eye, and all the way to the crown. Intentionally, purposefully lifting up and lowering down. The entire movement with control. Just 10 more seconds. And release. Take a long, deep breath in. Squeeze more band. Lift the pelvic floor, lift the anal muscles. Hold your breath in. Feel that delicious movement of energy in your body. Take more breath in, hold it, and exhale, release. Feel what you're feeling. Hug your knees to your chest. Rock gently side to side. And then roll up and over, coming onto your hands and knees. And just start moving through cat and cow. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Feeling this movement in your body. Honoring where your body is right now. Moving with intention and purpose. And start to notice how the body feels different to when we did this in our warm-up. Just feel the different sensations. Honor where your body is now. And come to neutral. Come down onto your elbows, bringing your elbows underneath your shoulders and your palms together in Anjali Mudra or Namaste. And the movement now is inhale, exhale, take your chin past your hands, inhale, reach back, and exhale, forwards. And let's begin. And I want you to really move with reverence. Honor the movement, honor the breath. Check in that your jaw is relaxed, your tongue is relaxed. Softness in your eyes and your cheeks. And begin to feel an immense gratitude for the miracle of neuroplasticity, knowing that we are not at the mercy of our unconscious behaviors. That we have the capacity within ourselves to live consciously and with awareness. Beautiful. Feel what you're feeling. Notice what this movement may bring up for you, mentally, emotionally, physically. Stay connected to the movement. Stay connected to the breath. Remain in your body. And come to neutral. Sit back on your heels, bring your hands to your feet, your forehead to the mat. And take a beautiful, long, deep inhalation. Squeeze Mulband, lift the pelvic floor, the anal muscles, hold the breath in. And as you hold the breath in, visualize the breath as a beautiful, healing white light. And visualize this white light as it spirals up your spine, reaching to the crown of your head. Take more breath in, hold it there, and exhale. Release. Feel what you're feeling. And when you're ready, very gently curling up, coming to Sukhasana, to easy pose. You can bring your hands to your knees in Gyan Mudra with the thumb holding the index finger, palms facing upwards. Close your eyes, relax your shoulders. Tuck your tailbone under and draw the crown of your head up towards the ceiling or the sky. And just begin to observe your breath. Gently watching the inhale and the exhale. Experiencing the miracle of breath. Knowing that even this action of breath is leaving an energetic imprint. Breathing consciously. Breathing into the heart center. Staying with the breath. Notice the exhale lengthening. Notice the body softening. Notice the consciousness expanding. Take a beautiful, long, deep inhalation. Squeeze more band. Hold the breath in. And imagine that breath, that beautiful healing pranic energy, as it touches every single cell in your body. Take more breath in. 37.2 trillion cells in your body right now. And exhale. And in the stillness, deeply connecting to the magical power of self-healing that each of us holds within ourselves. And when you're ready, you can lie down on your mat in Shavasana or any other comfortable relaxation posture. You may want to cover yourself with a blanket. Just allow yourself to be absolutely as comfortable as you can be. You can give yourself permission to relax fully and completely, knowing that it is here in this space of deep relaxation that you are healed. I relax my feet. I relax my feet, my feet are relaxed. I relax calves and thighs. I relax calves and thighs. Calves and thighs. Relax. I relax hips, buttocks, abdomen and chest. I relax hips, buttocks, abdomen and chest. Hips, buttocks, abdomen and chest. Relax. I relax hands and arms, neck and shoulders. I relax hands and arms, neck and shoulders. Hands and arms, neck and shoulders. Relax. I relax my face, eyes, nose, mouth, and tongue. My face is relaxed. My entire body is completely relaxed, filled with peace. And in this space of deep relaxation, I see so clearly. I realize that everything is connected to everything else. I honor my thoughts. I honor my words. I honor my deeds. I honor my perception. And there is peace within me. Peace around me. And peace in all the world. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And you can start to bring your awareness to the rise and fall of your chest. Very gently rubbing your thumb across your fingertips, moving your toes. Take your arms above your head. Beautiful stretch. And hugging your knees to your chest. Drop your knees to the right as you look over your left shoulder. And changing sides. Come back to center, rub the soles of your feet and the palms of your hands together. And when you're ready, rocking up and coming to Sukhasana, to easy pose. Bring your hands together, come to your heart center. May the long-time sun shine upon us, all love surround us, and the pure light within guide our way on. Nam. 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 Satnam. Satnam. May you have a very, very beautiful day.